Hello, welcome everyone. Today is our feature session number 4. We'll be talking about safety, health, and insurance at UW. Some of the highlights for today is to activate your LifeWise account and what to do if I get sick in the USA, and iShip insurance. iShip insurance is one of the insurance provided by UW. It's a medical insurance that covers majority of the incidents or illness. And we will be going over safety around campus, and we will do some safety fun little Q&A with some real life scenario that happened. And lastly, I'm introducing a lot of campus safety resources, and I hope everyone can learn how to use those safety resources and how to navigate them. Today, I think all of this information are really important informations, but at the same time, I hope everyone will don't get sick during your stay at UW and never face any dangerous situation. So that's my hope, but it's important to know this stuff. So if we ever face this situation, we know what to do. Um, Again, my name is Xindian Yu. I am an international student from Tianjin, China. I also studied in Korea for 7 years. I major in linguistics and Korean as my undergraduate degree. I graduated my undergraduate degree from UW, and I'm currently a graduate student. Some of my hobbies are hiking, traveling, and fine cooking. Again, nice meeting everyone, and here's our session. Again, we are in one of our part 6 series, number 4, safety, health, and insurance. Next week, we have a major and minor exploration panel. We are planning to invite student panelists to join the session and focus on Foster School of Business and Engineering. So if you're interested in business or pre-engineering or engineering undeclared, I highly, highly encourage you to come to that session. Also, at the same time, if you are pre-humanities or pre-science major, you are looking for some thinking to learn from other 学长学姐, other like upperclassmen to learn about their thinking process. You are welcome to attend that session as well. And lastly, I think this is one of the really important session. In August 13th, we have a more than just a degree session. We are talking about work eligibility as F1 and G1 students, not only working on campus, but working off campus as well. During your stay in the USA, you are not allowed to just find a job and start working. You will have, if you are working off campus, you will need to apply for CPT or OPT if you're graduated from UW. So I'll be talking about all of that. And those are some complicated informations. So it's better for you to figure it out earlier than later. Yes, and let's begin today's session. Today, part 1, we will begin with what to do if I am sick. Before we get to that, we have some terminologies that we need to explain. First of all, we have a LifeWise. LifeWise is a health insurance company that's collaborate with the University of Washington, and LifeWise and UW together provides iShip insurance. ISHIP stands for International Student Health Insurance Program. It's a specific type of health insurance offered by LifeWise for UW international students only. So domestic students don't get to enjoy this insurance program. Only international student can, but at the same time, we do need to pay for this insurance. This is obligated. We are required to pay for iShip insurance. This insurance will be billed to you with your tuition, and we pay tuition every third Friday of the quarter. So once a quarter starts, the first Friday, second Friday, and third Friday, we need to pay for our tuition and insurance fee every third Friday of the quarter. And at UW, there is a on-campus clinic. It was called Whole Health Center, but beginning in August,
没了。
which is a couple days later, in mid-August, this name will be changed to Husky Health Center. So if you ever hear Whole Health or Husky Health, make sure you know those are two same thing. They are both the UW's on-campus clinic. And once you arrive at UW, you will receive a health insurance card that looks just like this. It will be with LifeWise and the University of Washington. You will have your member ID over here, your name over here, and you will be able to, this is the number is specific to yourself. So once you have an, if you ever, I hope everyone don't get sick, but if you ever need to go to the clinic or go somewhere, you can present them this insurance card and they will be able to find the information and bill you the insurance bill you the bills, bill you the insurance company the bills. So in the USA, we don't pay when we receive medical. I don't know, like how do I say? When we see the doctors, we don't pay on the spot. They will bill you the money. They will bill insurance company the money, and then they will bill you the money. So it will take a couple months, even sometimes a couple weeks, sometimes a couple months for you to receive your bill from the USA. Um, your LifeWise health insurance card will be mailed to your local address once you arrive at UW and update your local address at my UW. So if you're living in residence hall, you will enter the local address of your residence hall. So you shouldn't be receiving this card. You cannot use this insurance right now because it's still in the summer. But once September hits, and you arrive mid-September and update your local address, you will be able to receive this card and start using this card. Besides of receiving a physical copy of this insurance card, you can also have an electronic copy of this card. You can check your UW email in mid-September. It's not there yet, but there will be an email from LifeWise. You can activate your account and then you can download the LifeWise app. They have a phone application. And then once you download the app and enter your information that you received in that email, you will be able to present a electronic card like this. So if you get sick in September, you can use this insurance in mid-September, starting mid-September. Another key things for you to know in the USA is network vs non-network. This is also called in-network and out-of-network. In the USA, I don't know if everyone already know about this. Medical services in the USA is very, very expensive. So if you get sick, of course, we need to go see the doctors. I'm not saying you shouldn't see the doctors, but if there's an option to choose, you will want to choose in-network providers. So in the USA, it works like this. Your insurance company will make collaboration with different clinics and hospitals. Some of the clinics and them are network providers, which means that they have better connection. You can understand it as better connection with your insurance company. So each insurance company's in-network and out-of-network clinic and hospital are different. So for iShip insurance, LifeWise has network providers. At network provider, if you use your insurance, the services are covered at 75%, and we will only need to pay 25%. And over here it says a $100 quarterly deductible. A quarterly deductible means every quarter, the first $100 that you spend you cannot use insurance. So you will have to pay $100 out of your own money, your own pocket, and then start using your insurance. The first $100 is not covered. But there is an exception, which is our UW on-campus clinic, Husky Health Center or Hull Health Center. At Hull Health, there is no deductible. So your first stop, if you are not seriously ill, your first stop should be going to the Husky Health Center or Hull Health Center on campus because they don't have the $100 deductible and it's cheaper. For non-network providers, they are covered at 60% and students will pay 40%. They also have the $100 quarterly deductible. So if you have an option to choose, always choose network providers. But for example, if you are in a really situation, you need to go to near this hospital or near this clinic or urgent care, and that happened to be the network provider, do use that. Your health is more important. I think I lived in East Asia, in China, in South Korea, in Japan for a couple of years, and I think it's very common for us because medical it is less expensive compared to the USA. So sometimes we have some illness and then we visit the emergency room, but don't do that in the USA because emergency room is extremely, extremely expensive. So only visit emergency room if you have serious illness. So for example, if you have major allergic reactions and you cannot breathe, you have a bone that's broken, you have a serious chest pain, you have difficulty with breathing, you have a very serious back, neck, or head injury, you have severe burns, you are like vomiting too much to a point. Too much. Can you please? Thank you. Too much to a point, or you have, like any other serious illness, you do want to visit emergency room. However, if you just have, you have some cuts in your hands that you need some stitches, you have falls, you have bruises, you have fever or flus, you sprained your ankle, in that case, you will want to visit urgent care because emergency room is very, very expensive and they are more expensive at night compared to daytime. And of course, if it's a life-threatening situation, call 911. There will be an ambulance. But ambulance is also expensive in the USA. They are usually, if you call ambulance, they are over $1,000 for charges for the ambulance itself. If it's urgent, but it's not life-threatening, visit urgent care. So for our on-campus Husky Health Center, you can call this number 206-685-1011. They have 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. hours, and then they work from Monday to Friday. So during those time, if you get sick, and it's not urgent, please go to the Husky Health Center and call and make an appointment. But if they are off hour, if your Husky Health Center is closed during weekends, so in that situation, you will want to go to the urgent care if it's not life-threatening. The nearest urgent care near UW is UW Medicine, Primary and Urgent Care at Ravana. You can Google, this is address is all in the Google. The typical hour is 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. and then they also work in the weekend. They are very close by. You can easily take a Uber to go there, or it's a 12 minutes bus ride with 372 bus. This bus go across UW campus and U District area. If it's not urgent or life-threatening, if you're like me right now, you're having a cold, but it's not very serious, you can call 24-hour nurse advice or community care line and seek their advice. So this is 24 hours, so you can call at any time. And you can, when you call, please remain on the line. Do not press number 1 for the virtual clinic if you want to connect to a actual person, actual nurse. Yeah, you can. When do you call them is that you will explain your symptoms and then you can ask whether what should you do. For example, if you're like coughing a lot and it's been going on for like more than 2 weeks, and then you can call the nurse line and seek their advice and see what pills to take or whether you need to go to the urgent care or not. And of course, there is a lot of pharmacies around campus. There is Bartow Drug, CVS, Safeway, QFC, Walgreens. They are all over U District and U Village area. So it's very easy for you to get those. They have, we call them over-the-counter medicines, which means medicines that you can buy in these grocery stores. So you can buy the cold medicine or fever medicine, but if you spend the first $100, you won't be deducted with your insurance. But once the money go over the first $100, you can get some money back. You can use your insurance and get some money back in your pharmacy drugs as well. And UW also have a mental health support system. So let me share this link with everyone. Mental health is very important, and they have various phone number and guides in this website for you to check out, and highly recommend everyone to check this website out. And let me go back to my slide. This is a really good chart for everyone to have. If you haven't already seen it in your course session, feel free to take a screenshot or take a picture of this chart. I will wait for a couple more seconds. So most of the time, if you have a fever or cold or you have some pain, you will go to your primary care doctor, which is Hall Health, Husky Health. So you will make an appointment through this number. But if it's a super urgent, you need immediate medical attention, you'll want to go to the urgent care. If you have any questions about our ISHIP insurance and what does it cover, you can always email them and call them. But I will be going over some brief details of what ISHIP insurance covers today as well. We also have mental health counseling center. There's a lot of phone numbers. Circle also have student success and well-being coach. And yeah, I will move on to the next slide. So ISHIP, again, ISHIP is the insurance, international student insurance. Let's take a look at ISHIP website together and look at this together. This is ISHIP. Insurance link. So the rates for 2024 to 2025, the quarterly rate that we have to pay is $449. This bill will be billed with your tuition every quarter. So if you're not taking class in the summer, you do not have to pay the summer insurance money. You do only have to pay for the fall, winter, and spring. The coverage period is if you purchase the annual insurance, it's the September 1st till August 31st. If you purchase by quarter, it'll be September 1st till June 16th. Oh, sorry, this is 2023 to 2024. September 1st till June 22nd will be your insurance coverage. If you have any spouse or child, you can add them as dependents into this insurance. When you register for classes at UW, you are obligated to click insurance optional charges. Go through that session and then choose whether you want to pay quarterly or annually and add dependents. And over here in the website, it has the benefit booklets. So we can take a look at this booklet together. Besides this benefit booklets, there is also a dental, vision, and pharmacy benefits. This is the benefit booklets. Let's begin. It's a very long, so today we can just briefly go over it. So we began with, let's take a look at the charges. So it began introducing what this insurance cover, and then what is deductible. You need to pay the deductible before you use the insurance. There is a copay, there is a co-insurance, there is they do have a visit day or hour limits, and then they have an out-of-pocket maximum and allowed amount. Let's take a look at out-of-pocket maximum, which is page 13. Oh, 13. For the out-of-pocket maximum is that because earlier we mentioned that in network, insurance pay the 75% and we pay the 25%. There is a out-of-pocket maximum, so you pay till a certain point, and then LifeWise, from that point, LifeWise pays 100%. I believe it's not written in here, but it should be written later. But I think it's a couple $1,000s. So the maximum we pay is a couple $1,000s for our house insurance, for our house bills, and then LifeWise will cover 100% of the rest. And then also LifeWise is not infinite, but they do have the allowed amount, means the amount that ISHIP covers maximum. It's written in this booklet. Let me search. I believe the out-of-pocket maximum was $3,200, but I might be wrong. But it should be written in this booklet. And everyone can check out. So for example, for dental, this insurance do cover dental. The maximum of this insurance pay for dental itself is $1,500 per year. And for the emergency medical evacuation is this amount maximum. So for each type of illness, the coverage is different. Travel and lodging, $5,000 limit per transplant. And then they have an overall maximum that I should be able to find later. But as you can see, ISHIP covers a lot of things. Oh, over here. So if you're at on-campus clinic and other in-network providers, your out-of-pocket maximum is $3,400. So once you pay $3,400, you will be able to, the rest is on ISHIP. ISHIP will pay 100%. So if you're individual, if you have family, then that amount becomes $6,800. And if you're getting your support at all the network providers, your out-of-pocket maximum will be $6,400. So that's another reason for you to use campus clinic and in-network providers. So today, if there's a one takeaway for you, is that if you get sick, you should go to in-network providers because it's much cheaper compared to all the network providers. And it should be written somewhere that the maximum amount that I should cover. But usually, none of our students use until the maximum coverage of ISHIP, so I don't think you need to worry about that part. And here are some of the things that ISHIP covers. ISHIP covers office and clinic visits, including virtual care providers. So if you're seeing a doctor virtually, ISHIP does cover that money as well. ISHIP covers preventive care, so exams, screening, immunization, covers X-ray, lab, and imaging. So if you ever need to take an X-ray, it's covered. You do have to pay the 25% if it's in network. It provides periodic care for members under age 19. Provides prescription drugs, it covers that. Covers surgery, covers emergency services, covers ambulance services and urgent care, hospital, mental health, maternity and newborn, home health care, and therapy, acupuncture, blood products and services. All of these are covered. Dental injuries, food care, gender affirming care, all of these are covered. So it's a really good insurance. And I hope no one gets sick and no one will ever use this insurance. But do know that it covers the majority of the things and you can relax if you need to visit the hospital. And let me put this booklet in our chat and everyone can take a more detailed look. Due to the lack of time, I will move on to my next part. And at UW, it's everyone know that USA gun is legal in the USA and marijuana is legal in Washington State. So I think there's nowhere in the world that we can say, oh, this place is 100% safe. You will never face any dangerous situations. There's nowhere in the world that we can say that, and similarly at UW, it is not 100% safe. So I want to introduce some of the resources that we have at UW. In the daytime, U District and U Village area is mostly safe. But at the nighttime, I highly encourage everyone to not walk alone and be alone in the nighttime past midnight. So once it hits 11, 12, do not be alone at night. At UW, there is a service called the Night Ride Shuttle. And this is a really good service because this is not, UW doesn't have a school bus, but there is a normal bus that go across UW campus. So in the daytime, you can take bus. But at night, UW offers shuttle, night shuttle. So this shuttle only operates at night. And this is the route for the shuttle. So if you ever study late at night on campus, it's usually pretty safe. This is IMA. This is the sports center at UW, and you can see there's a stop over here, stop over here, stop over here. The libraries. So at night, if you are working out and you need to go home late at night, or if you are studying, you need to go home late at night, you can wait at this bus shuttles, and this bus will pick you up at the bus stop. And then this is the route of the entire UW shuttle. If you have any place, so for example, let's say I live over here, like I'm making things up, like I live over here in this road. You can tell the bus driver, hey, I want to stop over here, and the bus will stop for you, and then you can get off and head home. So as long as it's within this route, you can tell the bus driver to stop anytime and then you can walk home. So if the bus goes right here and you live right here, you can tell the bus driver to stop over here and then you can walk home. So it's safer for everyone. It's a really nice service to have, but a lot of our students don't know about this service. So I wanted to introduce this to everyone. It operates 8 p.m. till 1:30 a.m. So it operates pretty late. So at night, it should be pretty easy to use this night ride. The bus look like this. And next, we have a Husky Night Walk. Husky Night Walk is a phone number that you call. It's not like a bus that you go to the bus stop, wait for the bus, and tell the bus to stop. Husky Night Walk is a phone number that you can call. This is usually when you are living on campus. Let's say you are in Susilo and you study, not Susilo, Odegaard, and you study till pretty late, and you feel like, oh, there's someone that's watching me or like someone that's unsafe near me. I don't want to walk alone to home or to my residence hall. You can call this number and a police officer or guards will walk you or drive you to your location. You can use this in a weekly basis, in a daily basis, it's okay. There is no limits. It operates from 6:30 p.m. till 2 a.m. except university holidays. But sometimes, because they have limited police officers and guards, the wait time on the phone number can be a little long. If you have a car and your car batteries are dead, you can always reach out to them and seek help, and then they can jumpstart your dead car batteries and as well. So it's a very good program, and a police officer or guard will walk you home, so you feel very safe in this night walk program. And they also have a boundary. So let's take a look at their boundary. So if you are living within this region, then network can cover you. This is UW campus, and this is University District. So not only living on campus, this is where the West campus dorm is, this is where the North campus dorm is. So not only you are living on campus, if you are living off campus in U district in this area, you can still use this service and ask them to drive you home at midnight. So at night, there is many other services like this. Do not walk alone. Again, at UW, there is a thing called UW Alert. I want to encourage everyone to sign up for UW Alert. Sorry, my Wi-Fi is a little slow, but let me share this link with everyone first. So if you click that link, it should take you to a page that says you can sign up for UW safety alerts. It should look like this. So UW Alert is a service that inform you through email and phone messages, text messages, about emergency and situations that might be dangerous. So, for example, if there's, like a criminal incident that happened on campus or near campus, UW Alert will alert you to avoid the blah 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 area. A gunshot was heard or a something happened in the area, so do not go to the area. I think this is very important for you to know what's going on campus and how to keep yourself safe. I don't know why this is not loading, but I have shared the link in the chat. Everyone can take a look. This is an example of a message from UW Alert. This was just sent to me via email in July 18. So the email looked like this. So it will let you know what happened, 3 a.m., what time it happened, where it happened, university, what happened, um, someone fired a handgun, shot him in the arm, and things like this. I think it's important for us to stay alerted through UW Alert. So I encourage everyone to click the link that I sent in the meeting chat and then sign up for UW Alert. And then once you sign up, you will be able to receive this type of messages, what happened, which way to avoid things like this using your UW email. At UW, there's another website that you can use. It's called Safe Campus. Okay, Safe Campus link worked. Let me share this link with everyone as well. Safe Campus is a link that is a phone number and a website you can use. So if you are facing a danger, for example, if you have a person you feel like is constantly following you, or you face any type of danger, a homeless try to break into your apartment, in that situation, call 911. But after that, if you still feel unsafe, call this phone number, and then they can support you, provide guidance and safety plans for your situation. We'll talk you through and provide additional resources. So they are I think they provide really good services and they are very approachable. So be sure to reach out if you face any dangerous situations and seek advice. Not only for like anything happened in person, but online as well. If you feel like someone is, like scamming you constantly, calling you, you can talk to them as well. And this is our safety contact. So feel free to take a screenshot or take a picture. If you any situation, if you're facing immediate danger or immediately health concerns, call 911. 911 is the number to remember. But if you are facing something like non-emergency safety issues, someone stole your packet, something happened, call you the police department. And for safe campus is for non-immediate safety or health concerns, such as harassment. If you're living on campus, you have a RA on call. You can always call your RA as well. For example, if you forgot your keys at night, but you need to go to your residence hall and you need to go to your dorm, you can call RA on call and RA will come down and open the door for you. Or call your roommates if you have roommates. Again, night ride, night walk. You can at night if you are do not walk alone at night. You can use night ride or night walk. And lastly, if you have any scam email or scam messages, feel free to report it to help@uw.edu. There is a lot of scamming going on. Do not send money. So at UW, no one will reach out to you you will have to pay tuition yourself using my UW. No one will reach out to you via email and say, hey, tuition, bill money to this account. So do not do that. You will pay tuition yourself using your my UW by the third Friday of the quarter. So it will be after October. The bills are not ready yet. Both the HFS bills and tuition is not ready yet. They should be ready in late August, early September. And here are some safety tips from real life experiences. Again, marijuana is legal in Washington State. So if your roommate is having marijuana in the dorm, what should you do? First of all, communicate with your roommate and ask if they can go outside. If they reject, you can report to your RA, resident advisor. If they ever invite you to join, make sure you refuse them. It's illegal to have marijuana under 21 years old in the USA. So you can report it if your roommate is under 21 years old, you can report it to RA and then it will be solved. Marijuana is legal in Washington State, but it's against federal law. And our visas come from federal government, so we should not use marijuana and ever, not only in the USA, but ever. Yeah. If a non-resident break into the resident hall, if like, for example, homeless want to sleep in the lounge, smoke or drink, you can call 911 or call your RA. If you have to go back to resident hall late at night, you can call Husky Night Walk, use Husky Night Ride, where you can walk with like a large group of friends. Never go alone at late night. For self-defense tool, this is a session that from UW police officer. Last year, I think the year before, Circle did a session together with UW Police Department. And we asked, what is the best self-defense tool for us, for students to have? And the police officer answered, it's pepper spray. the, like those electric shots. Compared to that, the police officer says pepper spray is the most efficient. So, but the police officer said never, if we ever have a plan B, don't use it, just run. But if we use it, also don't stay there, run. So the best solution for us is that if we ever face that situation, whether we use it or not, we should run as fast as possible. If you're indoor, never use pepper spray. You will want to use outside. And you will also want to pay attention to the direction of your pepper spray. You don't want to get too nervous and accidentally use it towards the wrong direction and then spray yourself. And don't use it at first if you feel like the situation is still negotiable, because once you use it, it might make the other person more angry and attack you. And what should we do if we ever heard a gunshot? So if you're inside the building, you will want to find a place to hide yourself. Close the door, but you do want to find a hiding place that's easier for you to escape if ever there's a shooter inside. Come inside the building. If you're outside the building, you want to follow the flow of the majority of the people and stay where you are. You can, for example, because of moving, everyone is staying and you are the only one running, that might expose your location. So you kind of need to act as the situation goes. If everyone's running, follow the flow and start running. If, something happened and find a place to hide. There's 3 A's: awareness, assessment, and action. So first of all, you will need to aware what's going on, and then you will need to assess what's going on, and then lastly, you will take your action, whether you hide, whether you run. What if you're taking a taxi in Uber, and you're in danger? You can send a text message to 911. Yes, 911 you can send a message to 911. It's not only a phone call. And Uber also has its own security software. And at UW, there is also an app called Safe Zone. You can download the Safe Zone and then press emergency. So don't worry about it too much. Lastly, this is our end of session: safety, health, and insurance. Upcoming this weekend, we have Fun Activities 3, story time if you want to join. David is a really good presenter and it's a really good opportunity to make friends. And we have coming up, we have course session 3, communication is key. Course session 4, make informed decisions. And next week, we have major and minor exploration panel. We want to explore majors and minors, and we are planning to invite 2 panelists to share. And yeah, thank you so much for coming, and let me know if you have any questions.